All right, good morning, you guys. I'm Tara Truax. I am a board certified health and wellness coach. I'm also an Emerald Ambassador here at Q Sciences and on the VP of Sales. I came to Q in November, the end, basically December. Of 2018. So I just hit my year mark with Q Sciences, and this has just been a phenomenal journey for us. The reason we've been able to have such success here is because I am such a firm believer of the launch document, and step 2 in the system. And so today we're going to really dive into that step 2, make sure you know how to set those goals, make sure you know how to write your names in the bubbles and all the things, so that after today's call, you can reach out to whoever your sponsor is to set up a one-on-one goal setting call with your bronze or above upline sponsor in your upline to help you then focus your goals and show you how to get there. So we work in 90-day stretches. I'm a firm believer of a 90-day stretch because in a 90-day stretch, we know basically in 90 days, so from like now until March, we know what birthdays look like, what travel looks like, what our work looks like, what the time off we have, all of those things, what childcare looks like. We know what our resources look like in a 90-day period, and we can gauge and make commitments and make choices based upon those 90 days. And then at the next 90 days, we can reassess and grow. And when we do this with our business continually, it doesn't make this big thing where you're like, I don't really know how I'm going to get there because I don't know what my time is going to look like, a year from now. You can do it in these 90-day stretches because we really do tend to have a very good control of those 90 days, a couple months at a time. And then if we really track our schedule and we keep good track of our time, we can use all of our time very wisely since we know we all have the same 24 hours in a day. How do we utilize that 24 hours in a day to grow our business when most of us have a family to tend for, other jobs, outside things, chores, all the things, right? So for perfect example, when I joined Q Sciences, we were $100,000 in credit card debt. Actually, even more than that. From most of it was from our health journey with my son. Now, with the behavioral health space, we know that unfortunately in that space, a lot of it isn't covered under insurance. A lot of it, the deductibles are high and all of those things. And we had just incurred over many years, 4 years, quite a bit of debt in that space with him. And it's not really something when your child's in need and you don't really know what else to do, you do just put that credit card out and pay for it. It's not really that same thing of going into a store if you have a shopping habit or something like that, and you can look at it and say, do I really need this? Well, yes, we really need this support for him. And so it was really a no-brainer. We'll figure it out later. So that just had occurred over time as we were help supporting him. So when we came in and we had so much debt, and at that point we were literally paying one credit card off to have room on another credit card just to buy groceries. That's where we were at actually. And my husband's job was hitting. My husband has a great job. It was hitting all the minimums because when you have that much debt, your minimums are very high. And so we were maintaining our minimums. We were not in default. But I had very big goals when I came over. And with those goals being said, I did not have childcare. My husband travels for work during the week. And my family is on the opposite coast. We live in New Jersey and they're in California. So I don't have that resource here. So I knew in that 90-day stretch, if I was going to really run as hard as I wanted for the goal that I needed to get to, in order to free up some cash so that I could get 10 hours of childcare, so that in that 10 hours of childcare, I could work my business even more solid and then devote more time to my family, there was going to be some sacrifices I would need to make. In order to make those sacrifices, I couldn't just decide on my own I was going to do that. I'd have conversations with my husband and my children that in these next 90 days, this is what mommy was going to be doing. Mommy's going to be on her phone more. Mommy would not be putting you to bed. Daddy would be doing that when he's home. I will be, I made commitments. I went to bed late. I got up early. There was some things in those first 90 days that were big sacrifices on my part to get to where I needed to get to in order to free up some of that get some of that debt put back and to get some money flowing in savings so that we could invest back into the business and get that 10 hours of childcare. And when we did hit that mark, when we did hit gold, we actually hit it in 10 weeks. We hit it earlier than 90 days. I was able to get childcare for 10 hours. But here's the thing. When I sat down with my financial advisor to make that decision, I was scared to do it because I had never paid out money like that. Because I was always, okay, things are good. I'm scared if I pay for childcare, like what if we don't continue or whatever? And he was so good about, Tara, this is going to free up that time. You're going to be able to dedicate it to your business. It's going to help grow your business. It's a tax write-off. It's going to help you grow. The next 90 days, we were able to do the same thing. And then we added 20 hours of childcare, which freed out more. Now I work from home. So if I choose to go sit on the couch and watch, a 20-minute cartoon with my daughter in the middle of the day to give her some time, I can do that. But I have help here for the drop-offs and the pickups and all the other things. And if I decide to do a drop-off or a pickup, that's great. My nanny can help with other things. So as we've been able to grow that, we were able to grow our business at the same time. So this is why I really want you to hone in on 90 days. Yes, it's great to have a big vision and where we want to be 5 years out, what we want to have a vision and an intention and a purpose for the year. But I really want you to focus in on 90-day stretches of blocks because you're going to see growth and success in those 90 days as you do it. And often, if you're in massive action in there, it will actually surprise you. So that's the intention I all want you to set for the day. I'm going to really hone in on that today in that step 2. As we start today, I'm going to do a few housekeeping tips on how to find things. Your username, okay? This is super important for you to note. Your username is your website is always your username. Let's try that again. So the username that you sign into when you sign in online, okay, is your website. So if my username is Joan Smith, then when I sign in, then my website is joansmith.myqsciences.com. This is very important to note because all preferred customers and ambassadors have a personal website because all preferred customers and ambassadors can qualify for our Care and Share Rewards program currently. Okay. I do know this coming week at conference, there are some customer rewards programs and some other things that will be announced and changing. So we'll just stay on top of that and learn and grow with those new things that are being added. But for now, every preferred customer and ambassador has a website because they can qualify for our Care and Share Rewards program. Now, Care and Share Rewards is I want you to write this really big on your notes, auto ship rewards program. I'm going to say it one more time. Care and Share Rewards is our auto ship rewards program. This is really important to note. It is not the 100 PV rewards program or the income qualified rewards program. This is the auto ship rewards program because to be a preferred customer, you do have to have an auto ship on. When we have 3 preferred customers with a total of 300 volume, and it doesn't have to be the same. It could be 50, 50, and 200. Your 100 PV auto ship, which is roughly $179 worth of product, depending on which bundles or products you choose, ships for free the next month. You just pay tax and shipping. Now we have our double Care and Share Rewards program. If you're looking at your launch document now, I actually skipped the top part and down at the bottom on the right side, it's orange bubbles. There's 3 orange bubbles there. With those double Care and Share, when you have 3 preferred customers minimum, it can be more, it could be 5, it could be 10, but 3 minimum, and you have 600 volume total. So it could be 2, 4, 6, it could be 300, 100, whatever the balance is, 200. And for a total of 600 volume, your 200 PV auto ship ships the next month for free, which is roughly $350 worth of product. You just pay tax and shipping. If you were going to get commission on that product, if you have 300 volume at 15% commission, that's $45 versus 300 volume and a 100 PV auto ship that ships for free at roughly $76 worth of free product, you can see that you win really big with our Care and Share rewards. When you get double Care and Share rewards, maybe you don't need double the product. You get double the product, you use part of that product to then invest back into your business and use for samples, use for events, get stuff in people's hands so that they can turn around and feel the product, taste the product, try the product, and become customers or ambassadors on your team. So it's an investment back in. So it's really, really a great program, and I encourage everybody to utilize that. This is also a program that customers can take advantage of. So if you have a preferred customer who gets 3 preferred customers with 300 volume, their 100 PV ships for free the next month. They just pay tax and shipping. I don't know anybody that I can, anywhere where I can go tell my friends to go buy that product that I love so much and they get theirs for free. Okay, I send people to Target all the time for great things, and like this cup I got at Target. I've literally, like 8 people have went and got this cup. By the way, if you want a really good mug, you can get this at Target, and it stays hot for 8 hours. And I'm really not joking, like really hot. You don't have to leave your coffee in the microwave and forget about it like I do all the time. So anyway, they don't give it for free. We have that option. So it's really, really great. So that's your Care and Share program. This is also why every time you enroll a preferred customer, I want you to get in the habit of saying, please write down your username and password in a place that you'll remember it, so you can always log in, move, change, delete, turn on, turn off, whatever you need to do for your personal account. You have full freedom to do that. And when they come to you and say, hey, my mom wants to order hemp oil, what's my website? All you have to do is say, hey, remember when I told you to write down your username? What was that? Oh, it was Carrie, I don't know, whatever. Carrie 2020. Great. Your website is carrie2020.myqsciences.com. They can give that to their mom can order, and you're good. Because this is not information we have access to. That is their private sign-in information. They are the only people that have access to that. So remember to have people write down their username and password. So that's how you find yours. Your user ID, super simple. All you have to do, log in. When you log into your back office, right under your name, you're going to see your ID number. After you do that, I'm going to show you a few quick tips on how to find that for your team and a couple of other really quick things here in your back office that will help you. Hang on, my screen wasn't all the way up. Okay. In your back office, once you're logged in and you can see your own ID number under your login, to find your team's stuff, once you log in, all you have to do is click View Business Dashboard. You will see all your information there, including your start date, which is on the top part of your launch document. You want to write in your start date. This is very important you write in your start date, because when you write in your start date, we have 1 full calendar month to hit the first few bonuses in Q Sciences. Oops, where's the comp plan? Wrong one. These first 3 bonuses right here, a builder, pro, and executive, we have 1 full calendar month to earn. So if you join today on the 18th of January, you have until February 29th, the last day in February, to earn these first few bonuses for builder, pro, and executive. These bonuses are timely, and we don't want people to pass up on them. But you have 1 full calendar month to earn them, and that's why your start date is very important, and that start date is right there on the top. Now, if you're looking for anybody in your organization and you need to see this, what I'm looking at right here for them, all you have to do right here at the top in that search, right there in that little thing, click it right there, type in their name, click on that, and it will look just like this. And you'll be able to see all of that, including their orders, to click on that and help them with tracking. You can also do this for any customer. Okay, so this is a really good way to have that good customer service to help your team grow and to find that information for them. The other important part to note on there is your rank. If you saw on mine, it shows your lifetime rank. Your lifetime rank, please write this down. I get more questions than anything on it. Your lifetime rank changes when commissions post on the 10th of the month. We are paid over 3 days. We're paid the 10th, 11th, and 12th, and it's by rank. So the lowest ranks are paid first, and then the middle, and then the highest ranks are paid last. This is very, very important to note because commissions will post in your back office on the left side under business resources. You can click commissions and you can see your commissions there before they're even deposited into your account on the 10th. And that is when your lifetime rank will change. So if you work very hard to promote and you hit a rank at the end of the month and the next day you say, oh, it doesn't say that anymore. No, it doesn't say that anymore. It doesn't say it anymore because it's not the 10th of the month. At the 10th of the month, that will change. Your active, what you're paid as, right underneath it is what your boxes, what your numbers total up to on the comp plan, and that's what you're paid up to then. So you always know when you hit that promotion, that paid rank will change then. Okay, so I always encourage people on the last minute of the month. Our month end is 12 Central Standard Time is month end, midnight Central Standard Time. Okay, 1 minute before, I take a screenshot of my back office. So it's time-stamped and I always know what my last dashboard looks like to keep track as a business owner, and I put it in one file and I keep track. So remember, being a smart business owner will help you in the long term. Your closest upline silver leader is going to be, you're going to reach out to whoever invited you here today and ask them who that person is. Your closest silver leader, at the point of silver, we get a leadership success liaison that helps us from corporate, and they will be your go-to resource. Whoever your upline silver leader is your go-to resource for those things, okay? If you are in my organization, I am your closest VP of sales. So chances are, if you're on this call right now, you probably are in my organization. I am your closest VP of sales. So I would be that for anything outside of that could be a bigger issue. You would go to your VP of sales for that. So I would be that person. So that covers your first part in the top. Now your why is going to be a little different. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute, because I want you to really dive in on this. And in your goal setting call, they're going to also help you. We will always do things for a reason. And most of the times we do things for those reasons is for other people, either to please other people or do things for other people or be in service of other people, which is great. I am a firm believer that service over sales will grow our business massively. So I am a huge believer that when we live in the highest service to the most people, we will have a very successful business. But we must have a very clear vision of what we want to do and where we want to go and what we want to create, because we do not come into this world with money. We are not born with it, and we do not die with it. It does not come in with you, and it does not go out with you. But what money can do while we're here is the experiences and the things that we can create along the way. And how and what we do and who we share with and what we create with that while we're here will ultimately be the main purpose of our why. So when you write your why, I want you to really go big. I want you to think of your 5-year vision, 5 years from now on your birthday, when you wake up. What do you see? Where do you live? What do you taste? What do you smell? How old are your kids? How old is your husband? What do you do in a day 5 years from now on your birthday? Is it the same as now? See, if we don't start projecting 5 years out and really thinking about what we want to create, your life in 5 years will be exactly where it's at right now. And not to say that that's bad, but if we are not growing, then we are dying. And so to be growing and to be growing a business, we do want to be in motion and we do want to be growing. So really focus your why on that. A lot of people, I see this all the time. I want to get out of debt. I want to be able to have more time with my husband. I want to, I want to be able to pick my kids up from school. Okay. Those are really, really great whys. When I came on, my why was I wanted to pay off that $100,000 of debt, and my son's health was a big focus. Okay. My why really shifted once I saw some people around me being able to live in service and donate to some causes that were very, very, very dear to my heart, that if those causes had more impact in our community, some of the situations I was seeing with my son and other people would not even be in place. That's when I really started going big with my why. Because if I could start helping more people, I could contribute in a bigger way. What I was doing was bigger. Then I could do more. And suddenly I got really excited, because often when we say get out of debt, that's a negative. Often when we say, I'm going to tell you right now, if you wanted to get out of debt, you already would be. Okay, we have life circumstances and stuff happens and those things, and they're all over time, small choices that we've made one by one by one to get us there. Now, there are all kinds of stuff that happens out of our control. There will always be. But in the things that happen out of our control, we are making small choices in each step to get us where we're at. If we truly wanted to just be out of debt, we would be. That's not what you truly want. You want the freedom of what your life looks like and the experiences you get to do. So that's what I want you to spend some time and really focus. If I didn't have this debt, or if I didn't have this issue, whatever it is that is, you find your why to be written for, what would my life look like? What would I experience? Who would I spend time with? What would I do in my day? That is your why. That feeling you get, that will drive you to make changes outside your comfort zone to grow a business. And here's why. Growing a business is going to be outside your comfort zone because you've never done it here before. No matter what, you're going to be doing something new. And when we do something new, we're going to be stepping into change. When we step into change, that's something we haven't done before. It's scary. It's uncomfortable. Our body doesn't like it. We want to retreat. This is why most people quit. When you get that feeling of your why, this will prevent you from quitting, because you won't quit on that feeling. You won't quit on your family. You won't quit on your vision. You won't do it because you get that feeling. That's why I want you to really dive in, okay? I know it seems like a lot, but I'm telling you, it will move you to a place of, it will blow your mind what you'll be able to create. Now let's go down into step 2. We already talked about your care and share rewards, okay? We already talked about these orange bubbles. The only thing I want you to do right now with these orange bubbles, sorry, hang on, my screen's not right. There we go. With these orange bubbles is I want you to write in 3 names of 3 people who you know, if you say to them, hey, I've started this new project. I'm really excited about it. The products are really, really helping me. I know, like, I totally trust you. I know you trust me. I would just love for you to try and be a product tester for 30 days for me and give me your honest feedback. These are 3 people. For me, it was my mom, my best friend, and actually my chiropractor, because her and I had such a phenomenal relationship, and I knew she needed some support with something. And so with that being said, I was able to say that, and I said, I want your honest feedback in this. I'm new to this too. I'm trying it out myself, and I would love those testimonies around me. Those people trusted me, and they came on and they gave me their honest feedback. Now, I want you to write 3 names of 3 people you know in those spots, okay? It's not going to take a lot. They're not going to be doing all the ingredients and the research. They're going to give you your honest feedback. They're going to come in. You're going to say, there's a 30-day empty bottle money back guarantee. Just give me your honest feedback. Take it every day. You know, you can take the hemp. You can take whatever. You know their needs. Do you struggle with sleep? Do you struggle with pain? You have anxious feelings. Are your hormones out of balance? Do you have energy? Struggle with energy? Ask those 5 things. Okay, great. You're struggling with sleep. Let's get you some sleep spray and Q rest. Let's start you there. They're one customer. Next person, they have a lot of anxious feelings, and they struggle with anxiety. Okay, so like, great. Let's start you with some QMax Infuse. Let's get you started there. I would love your honest feedback. All right. So we want to just pair them with a couple products. I also want you to reach out to your closest bronze or above, your sponsor, to reach out your bronze or above upline to schedule a Fab 5 call or in-home party. Or a launch party. They're the same. Fab 5 party, we usually do via Zoom. If you're not local to your closest people, we will jump on a Zoom very quick, 20, 25 minutes. We spin a little, share quick testimonies, and cater again. Do you struggle with sleep? Do you struggle with anxious feelings, hormones? We focus on that for each person and get them started on a couple products so that they can be your product testers for you and get you a couple customers to go. And then from there, if people are interested in the business, which usually 1 to 2 usually are from there, we break off and we have some private conversations and messages with them and find what's a good fit for them to come on and be one of your 2 personally sponsored ambassadors. And so that's what your blue mark boxes are on the left side. I really make sure that you reach out and schedule that 5-5 call, or if you're local, an in-home launch party where you can do this in your home. A leader can either in your area can either come to your house and help you do that there, or Zoom in like I'm Zooming in today and do that presentation that way and answer those questions that way for your close local people. Okay, this is very important. We get this on the books this first week, so really reach out. A lot of your leaders will be traveling for conference this week, and hopefully many of you are as well. Even if you're brand new and you haven't even considered going yet, we can still get you there. So make sure you reach out to your leader and ask, and then send me a message, okay? Because you really need to be at conference if you're going to launch your business as a business owner. Knowing the skills for a business is key. And if you cannot do the things for your business required, it could really set you back. So getting those skills, my husband works a corporate job. He cannot miss a conference. If he misses a conference, he would lose his corporate job. And he's an executive for that business. So it's very, very important that we are at the conferences for our business to grow our business as business owners. All right. Now, your 2 bubbles on the left, your 2 blue bubbles, these are going to be your 2 first personally sponsored ambassadors. We need 2 personally sponsored ambassadors to unlock the comp plan. So we only need 2 with a total. You see one here, it says 120, and one here that says 180. That can be 150 and 150. The most it can be is 180. The least it can be is 120. It can be any combination of the 2 to total 300, and you would be builder. You would get $50 custom commission posted, not customer commission, sorry, residual commission posted on the 10th of the month, and you would get $100 bonus paid out the following week from when you earned it. So if you hit it on Sunday, the following Friday, you would get that deposit into your QPay account. That QPay account, that money is deposited into your account, and then you can have that transferred either onto the prepaid QPay card, which is your choice to transfer it there, or into your bank account or account of your choice. That is up to you to do. So with that, these 2 names, I want you to write in 2 people that you can say, hey, I trust you more than anything. We are in a volume-based project here that we are paid forever deep, and I want to run with you and bless you the most. Okay? The people at the top of our legs will be blessed the most. No matter what, we are paid forever deep. So remember that. So these 2 people, these are people you want to do business with, you want to do life with, that you like to talk to. Okay? Because these are the people you are going to talk to every single day. We do need 2 personally sponsored ambassadors, again, to unlock the second part of the comp plan. Now, I'm going to go over the comp plan in 1 second, but while we're looking at this part right here, I talk about this section right here as our rinse, dry, repeat cycle. And this is why. When we talk to people, we don't want to throw up Q all over people. We want to pique people's interest, and we want to pique people's interest by not saying that much. I don't post. Those of you that follow me, I see it often. They're like, you don't post very much about what you do or the business or anything. And I don't. I just post enough to pique people's interest to then have a conversation, to go meet for coffee, to jump on Zoom and have a conversation, to get on the phone and have a conversation, because that's where the magic happens. We are in the business of people. We are not in the business of social media spammy marketing. I want you to remember this. If you have a storefront business, would you run your business the way that as you do a post or as you do a reach out? If you had a storefront business, is that what you would say, or is that how you would market? Because if you ran your Q business like a storefront business, you will have massive success here. We are in the business of people. We want to support people. We want to live in service to people. We want to provide information to people and let them make a choice, and then support them in the choice they make. Okay, so we will pique people's interest. Maybe when you have a conversation with somebody, and they're like, hey, have you heard of hemp? And they're like, I've heard of it, but I don't really know that much about it. Great. I've just started using it. I'm having really, really, really good results with some anxious feelings that I was feeling. I didn't know that much about it either, but what I'm learning is it's really beneficial for a lot of things. You know, are there any health things that you struggle with? See, you're continuing to ask open-ended questions. You're not just saying, great, can I send you a video? Because okay, but you don't even know what they're struggling with. So as you build a conversation with somebody, you can find out what their need is. And then you can say, yeah, but you know what? Like I saw it at my gas station, and how is it different? You know what? I have like a 3-4 minute video that shows that difference. Do you want to watch it? All right, cool. Let me send it to you. Oh, wow. Yeah, I totally see a difference. Yeah. And then they start asking more questions. And then this is where you say, that's a really great question. I'd love to introduce you to, and then you fill in the blank with an upline or a sponsor. And this is where your 3-way message or call comes in. She or he is going to be able to answer that for you. And then you edify that leader. Okay. So an example of edifying the leader, for example, if it was me, you say, you know, she's one of the top paid, leaders in our company. She has had very quick success and has a phenomenal testimony for her son. She's a board certified health and wellness coach, mom of 3, and she's available to talk to you for a few minutes. This is really exciting, and she's going to be able to answer these questions for you. Would you like to talk to her? Most people like to talk to people that are special. Now, if you don't know what your leader, how to edify them, ask them. They will help you. But when we edify our leaders, okay, then that person knows, oh my gosh, she's going to talk to me. That's so awesome. She's going to help me answer those questions. That's great. And then when this person goes, hey, I don't know how to do this business. I don't know what to do. And you would, hey, remember when I introduced you to Tara? And she's like, yeah. So that's exactly what you'll do. You introduce your friends to me, or we'll introduce them to Tara, and it'll be exactly the same. And they're like, oh yeah, I can do that. Okay, so we want to keep this system super simple. We pique people's interest. We share maybe a quick snippet from the app. Okay, we utilize our app for everything. You don't need to know more content or do more than your app. If you invest 2 to 2.5 hours to watching the videos in your app and reading the PDF in your app, you guys, you will have every tool you need to be successful here at Q Sciences. Listen to the podcasts, use the resources in your app. You will be golden. Okay, we have webinars on our team. Every Tuesday is our Discovering Q Live. It happens live in the Discovering Q Facebook group. You can add your potentials to that group and tag them. You can add them to that group. They must approve the ad, just so you know. And you can tag them in that live. Some people love a Facebook group because they don't have to necessarily be on at that time, or there's different leaders all in there that have done lives on Tuesday, and you can go back and tag them in somebody that you know will resonate with that. So that is that resource for Tuesday night. They are at 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, live in that Facebook group. On Thursday night, we have a live Zoom call like this, where you can invite any of your potentials to that live webinar where we use slides. We do the full IQ presentation. That is another great resource that then you can follow up. So for Tuesday, you invite somebody, you follow up on Wednesday with them. You invite other people to your Thursday call, invite them to that Thursday call. You follow up on Friday, they get them joined, and we get them launched on Saturday. Okay? Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. All right. Now, in the movement page, in the event section, you'll see those events for the week posted there with those graphics, so you know where they're at, and with any Zoom numbers, IDs, or anything you may need. And then also the recordings are posted there. All you have to do is go to the album section, and you'll see one for opportunity calls. You'll see one for launch calls. You'll see all the events there. You'll see them posted there within the comments. Those recordings are there for you to utilize as a resource in case you need to share that. From there, as you go into a 3-way message, additional exposure may be needed. They may want to invite them to another event. They may want to invite them, share another video or PDF or something from the app. And then from there, the upline will say, are there any other questions I can answer for you? If not, Let's go ahead and get you that product testimony. Let's get some products in your hands and get you your own testimony here. Or let's go ahead and get you started and get those first few bonuses in your hands. Let's get you launched right away and get your goal setting call on the books for somebody coming on as an ambassador. Remember, we want people launched within 24 to 48 hours of joining and their goal setting call set within that first week as well. Okay, I love to get that Fab 5 call on the books or that in-home launch party on the books that first week as well to really set them up for success so they don't pass up on those first 3 bonuses for Builder, Pro, and Executive. Now let's talk about those first 3 bonuses for Builder, Pro, and Executive. I need to move my little guys over here because you're covering it up. All right. For the first 3 bonuses for Builder, Pro, and Executive. Now, we always make customer commission. After you've had 100 volume come through your account, you're commission qualified. Anything over that, you get 15%. From 501 to 1,000, you get 25%. And above that, you get 30%. 2,000 above, you actually get a $50 extra commission towards your financial freedom movement, which is any debt or retirement plan of your choice. Now, coming over here, you have our first 3 that we really don't want you to miss out for Builder, Pro, and Executive. You need 100 volume to be income qualified. That can be your own order. It can be 100 volume that comes in from your Care and Share reward. So your 100 PV auto ship ships for free. That free product makes you income qualified. It can be a customer order. So you don't have any product, but you had a customer that ordered 100 volume, that would bump over and make you income qualified. Or it could be a combo of $50, say 50 volume order you placed as an ambassador and a $50 customer order bumped over, you have $100 volume and you are income qualified. So it can be a combo of. You need 2 personally sponsored ambassadors. Personally sponsored means they use your personal website to enroll. When they enroll, they have 100 volume also to be income qualified, okay? Again, their income qualification could be their personal order. It can be a customer order. It can be their Care and Share rewards order. This qualified volume, I want you to see this as scribble out the zeros. So it'll be 3 orders, 6 orders, 15 orders, okay? Let's just say, imagine everybody orders roughly 100 volume. We'll do it like that. And our first 3 our first 3 promotions, Builder, Pro, and Executive, you get to take 60% from your strongest leg. The key here is we build straight down here at Q Sciences. So you may have some placement from your sponsor above you or somebody above you placing people underneath you. Those are not your personally sponsored ambassadors. Just because there's volume placed under you, that does not mean you're income qualified. You need 2 personally sponsored ambassadors to be income qualified. They do not have to be in separate legs. They can be in the same leg. That still makes you income qualified, but you do need 2. The most you can take is 180. The least you can take is 120. Like I mentioned before, $50 commission, $100 bonus paid out weekly. Now let's talk about how you do this. You bring on your first 2 personally sponsored ambassadors. I bring on Sarah and I bring on Joe. They each order 100 volume. They each get Care and Share. They fill out their 3 bubbles. They do exactly like we said. They do a launch party in their house. They get their 3 preferred customers and their 100 PV auto ships for free the next month. They just pay tax and shipping. Now, I have 401 one leg, 400 another leg. We already know right here, we only need 600 to be pro. We have 800. We are pro. You would get $100 commission paid out when commissions post on the 10th, and this $100 bonus for Builder and $100 bonus for pro paid out the following week from when we earn them. Now to hit Executive, you help your 2 people, Sarah and Joe, get their 3 preferred customers, and you went over to those blue boxes and they also got their 2 personally sponsored ambassadors and helped them get to Builder. So now Sarah comes on, has her 3, gets her products for free, and gets her 2 personally sponsored ambassadors to Builder. She's worth 700. Joe comes on, he gets his 3 preferred customers, so his 100 PV auto shipped for free, and he gets his 2 personally sponsored ambassadors to Builder. He's worth 700. 700 and 700 is 1,400, and we see here at Executive it's 1,500. You need 1 more order between 2 people who got their products for free and help 2 people unlock the comp plan, and you get $250 residual when commissions post. On the 10th of the month, the $300 bonus for executive, the $100 for pro, and the $100 for builder, for a total of $500 bonus, with the total $250 for $750. If you were Karen Share as well, your auto ship would also be free, so you could get anywhere between $179 to $300 worth of product for free every single month on top of that. That's a very good payday for helping two people also get their products for free and two personals. Now, if you continue in that same fashion, which is how we duplicate here, which is why I stick to step 2 over and over and over, just help those two people get their products for free and get their two personals to builder. If you did that in 4 weeks, every single week you helped that new person come on and help them get Karen Share and get their new personals. In 4 weeks, you would actually be bronze. You would have 100 orders, 50 in one leg, 50 in your other, for a total of 100 orders. You would get $1,700 commission when commissions post on the 10th of the month. You would get a $2,500 bonus paid out when you held it for 2 months. You would get it paid out over 2 months after, and you would get $200 towards the debt or retirement plan of your choice, paid out towards our FFM bonus. Our FFM bonus is a bonus paid on top of to any debt or retirement plan of our choice to help us get financially healthy. You also would get the bonuses for Elite, and if you hit these Builder, Pro, and Executive in your first calendar month, you would get those bonuses as well. So that's not a very bad payday for creating duplication. Now, your goals are right below that. It says 30, it says weekly, 30, 60, 90. I want you to first start with your 90. Your 90-day goal, I want you to look at this box I'm circling right here. Your 90-day goal, where do you want to be income-wise in 90 days? With that being said, if you have 5 to 7 hours a week to work your Q business every day, 5 to 7 hours a week, you are working your business, not scrolling social media. You're in conversations, you're doing events, you're doing 3-way messages, you're meeting for coffee, you're closing people, you're on Fab 5 calls, you're talking to people, reaching out, following up. 5 to 7 hours a week, you could get to Elite in 90 days. 10 to 12 hours consistently a week, you can get to bronze in 90 days. 20, 25 hours a week consistently working your business, you can get to silver in 90 days. Keeping in mind, silver, we actually start a 3rd leg and we start building our 3rd leg because you need 3 legs in order to get to silver. This is also where the volume changes, and you must have 200 volume income qualified. So it's a great option to be double Karen Share rewards at that point. Any silver and above should be double Karen Share anyway, because that extra volume and that extra product you can use to put into your business to help your team with events. So, and sampling. So, and then anything above that, you're at full-time. You would be working your business full-time. I will give you a perfect example. I did go gold in 10 weeks. I did work this full-time. Even with 3 very small children at home and my husband traveling, I still worked it full-time. I was doing more than 40 hours a week, and we hit those goals. It was sacrifice. Remember, I talked about in the beginning. So understand what you're going to do in your first 90 days. Okay, we're not talking past that. I want you to really look at 90 days. Now, for your weekly, no matter right now, is to go get Karen Share. You're going to schedule your Fab 5. You're going to get those 3 preferred customers so that we know in February, your 100 PV auto ship will ship for free. That is your weekly goal right now. Your second weekly goal is to sponsor 2 personally sponsored ambassadors, to get as many 3-way messages started with your upline, and to utilize those tools of what I mentioned before to get them on those calls. Hey, I've started this project. I really trust your input. I really trust your opinion. I'd love it if you could just take a few minutes and give me your honest opinion and get your eyes on this. Because once I got my eyes on it, I couldn't get it out of my head. I truly trust your opinion. Would you give me some honest feedback? And then you would invite them. You would invite them to the opportunity call, or you would share, one of our shorter opportunity calls, 15, 20-minute ones. Okay. That's a really good way. Or, hey, you know, we haven't talked in a little bit. I've just started this project that I'm really excited about. Do you have some time today? Let's go grab some coffee. And you sit down and you just honestly talk with them. Like, this is where I'm at. This is what's happening. This is, you know, the hemp space is exploding. We haven't even hit the company hasn't even hit full momentum yet. And this is just absolutely incredible. You know, let's do this. Let's run. Let's go make some money together. Okay. So you really want to focus on the people that you want to be customers, where they're going to be more product focused and be utilized of the customers. We want customers. We want a lot of customers here. And then those for the business. Okay. So with that being said, let's just quickly tie up. Let's go back to the launch. So we have your weeklies on there. And then from your last part, I don't know why my little guide moves. Okay. You guys moved to the wrong spot. There we go. So for your 30 is going to be no matter what, depending on your start date, we want to make sure you hit that executive mark. We don't want anyone to pass up on those places of builder, pro, and executive. And when you do your goal setting, you already had your 90 in here. They will help you tag in the number, because then you go into your 60 and you put the between mark, and your between mark actually may not be a rank. Your between mark may be a volume space that you would want to hit, or an amount of ambassadors that are also duplicating that you want to hit in order to get to that 90-day goal. Okay. Your Fab 5, these are really good to have, because these are going to be people that are influential. These are people that have great contacts. These are people who are respected in the church, in the community, on social media. These are also going to be people that, these Fab 5, we call them chicken listers, right? They're going to be our big scary ones. I want you to write these in, and I want you to trust your gut. Then in your goal setting call, I want you to ask your sponsor and your upline how you're going to reach out to them. And you'll talk about each one a little bit. And we want to really, really, really support each one in their own unique way, to go have coffee with them or go talk to them in their special way. There's not going to be a script or something special or something that, you know, if we do this with the Fab 5, because these are going to be people that have influence, and those are the ones you want to write in there. Q News, every single Monday, 12 Mountain Standard Time is Q News. Jake Spencer goes live every single Monday, and they talk about all things corporate. We never, ever, ever miss a Q News. If you work a corporate job or something during the day at that time, please put it on your calendar to listen the second you get off work or at a lunch break, so you stay on top of it. A lot of things are covered every single week in Q News, and it's very, very important. We always tap in, and I check Q News almost daily to see if any other posts or anything come through. I would pin the notifications in that group. If you want to stay on top of your business, make sure you always are checking Q News. On Thursdays at 10 Mountain Time, Sarah Spencer goes live on Winning with Sarah, and she goes over business skills. She is the head of our financial freedom movement, and she teaches the skills that you need to have a successful business. Again, never ever miss one. If you can't attend it live, make sure it is in your calendar to watch the replay. Other important Facebook groups to utilize, our team page is the movement. That is where I do all of my incentives and other trainings. We use our Q Tribe page. It's our much bigger page with a lot more people. There are lots of things there in the units for trainings you can go through. All kinds of stuff in there, recordings, other stuff. That's a great resource to also utilize. It is also a pinned group at the top of the movement page as a resource. So Q News, and then the movement, and then Q Tribe. The other page that you do want to utilize if you're using our rhythm system is the Discovering Q Facebook group for any resources you want, if you want to put any potentials in that group and tag them. That Discovering group is really great. Our next leadership summit is Bronze Academy. Bronze Academy is this Thursday in Salt Lake City. Can't believe it's already coming. Coming out of that, all the next leadership summits will be announced. Our convention is Vision. It is this week in Salt Lake City. If you do not have your ticket already and you want to be there, please send me a message. We will make sure you get there. Our next launch call is next Saturday. This recording will be posted in the launch album. Okay, so that will be there. We have Q University, which is Marielle's team call, every Monday night at 8:30 Eastern time. Those are every single night from different leaders in the company. great resources to tap into. And the last piece here that I really want you to make sure you do is your list. Your list of 100 should be continuously running and running. And here's why. If you put 20 people on your list and 20 people tell you no, and I'm going to tell you right now, they will. People tell me no every single day. That is not about me. It is about them. Remember, we're here to be in service. It's not about us. If I have 20 people and 20 people tell me no, I feel, well, what else am I going to do? Nobody wants to do this. I quit. Yeah, remember, if you want to do something different and you want to have a different result, you have to do something different now. Make that list of 100, because if 20 people tell you no, you still have 80 people you haven't talked to. And just by the nature of it, by the time you get to 30, 40, 50, people in the beginning will have joined you already. They will have asked to be customers. They will give you their honest feedback because they know that you're committed. They see you, they see the results, they see other people having those results, and they will want to be part of it. So just remember, timing is also part of that. The last piece here is your FFM coach. I want you all right now to reach out either to Adrienne Imerall or Sarah Spencer. You can find them easily in Q News. Send them a message. You're a new ambassador on my team and that you would like to schedule your appointment with a financial freedom advisor. You guys, everybody from the time they join Q Sciences gets a financial advisor, and I want you guys to utilize getting your financial house in order from day one. When we hit the 4th promotion of Elite, you start getting the bonus payout, or 2,000 CV or more, you start getting the bonus payout. But that does not mean when prior to that, you cannot get your financial house in order by working with a coach and being smart with your money. So I hope this helps all of you today. I hope this gives you a really good landing place to start. I want you all to reach out to your people, get a Fab 5 call put in place or a live event put in place, your goal setting call put in place, your launch documents now filled out. You can now get your goal setting call scheduled, and we will get you all set up so that you move into massive momentum in 2020. All right, you guys, thanks for spending Saturday morning with me, and my coffee is still hot because I got my cool cup. So I hope I see all of you this week, and if I do, just come up and say hi to me because it's a crazy pants at conference. All right, I'll see you guys soon.